Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Right, welcome to What's on Tap podcast, your leading source for beer reviews and other general knowledge about stuff.
If we aren't your leading source, we really should boost us up in your list of leading sources.
It really goes Wikipedia and then What's on Tap podcast. It's like one and two in the world.
But anyone can edit Wikipedia. It could be incorrect at any point in time. We are uneditable.
Right, and therefore always subject to...
always correct.
Yes, always correct.
Yes.
9 years of never being wrong. Feels pretty good.
Those are famous last words. Show cancelled.
Yep.
No, we have two imperial stouts. One of which we got from Systembolaget. And I think we're going to start with that, all right?
I think we are too.
So the first beer is from Drake's Brewing. First, I just read Advanced Oak, and I was like, wow, that's a generic name. But that's not actually it. It's called Death of the Sun, and it's a bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with Amburana wood, and it's aged in St. George single malt barrels. And it's the 2023 edition, and it's 12.9% ABV.
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised. I was not expecting us to have Drake's at Systembolaget. That's not something that we see very often, is it? That I can think of.
No, but I think we have actually gotten a few along the...
Yeah, I feel like the current state of the beer industry in the U.S. is suffering. And so we've been able to get a lot more things over here that in the past would have seemed almost impossible to get a Systembolaget. Like we've been seeing, Equilibrium on the shelves, and Other Half, and cans that aren't like 6 to 9 months out of date. Rather fresher cans.
Right. But not that long ago, we got the Drake's Denogenizer Double IPA.
Okay, yeah.
You never tried it?
I may have. I don't remember.
Because that was a classic way back, like in 2010. It was like, wow, Drake's Denogenizer is one of the best IPAs in the world. And now it's on the shelves.
Okay.
Rotting away.
Oh.
But I agree with you that Drake's is a quite newer addition to Swedish.
It doesn't come around very often.
No.
It's still intermittent. But we've seen a lot of Bellwoods recently.
Yes.
A lot more Collective Arts. What else from the U.S. have we seen? Like I said, Other Half, Equilibrium. I never would have expected to see cans from those two breweries in Systembolaget. So that's kind of interesting. It's still, they're still expensive, but still fresh, still good. Still good.
Quite a lot of Finback.
A lot of Finback, a lot of Beak as well on the shelves.
Beak is British, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We've always gotten a lot of British. But
we haven't gotten Beak.
To be fair, Cloudwater and stuff hasn't been...
Right, those have really dried up. So the last Cloudwater we had was Deep at number 17, which was a collaboration with... The Veil, yeah. Which was really, really good.
It was good.
I just had a can the other day and I was like, wow, this is really outstanding.
Right. So when it comes to this one, an Imperial Stout aged on St. George single malt barrels. That's nice. Wait, single malt barrels? But it said bourbon barrels. It says bourbon barrel on the front and then it says aged in St. George single malt barrels. I'm sure there's a single malt bourbon.
I'm sure there is too.
Yeah.
Usually a single batch. I'm not sure about
we usually hear
malt.
single batch.
Yeah.
But what I'm scared of is Amburana wood. Because I've had a number of stouts with Amburana wood treatment and I didn't really like it.
What don't you like about it?
It became too tannic for sure, but also too... there's a bitterness associated with wood that isn't the good bitterness like you get from hops and stuff. But
Well, this smells pretty good. It's got a nice bourbon barrel age to it in the nose. Got some sweetness. There's some dried fruits in there.
But there's a vanilla replacement.
Mm-hmm. It's not quite Tonka, but it's probably the vanilla coming off of the bourbon.
But the thing I dislike about Tonka beans, that's the same thing I dislike about Amburana wood. Let's try. Let's taste it instead.
Mouthfeel's a little thin.
Tastes like Tonka beans now that we've talked about it.
Well, that's in your mind. I don't think Tonka when I try it. Honestly, I don't think much of anything when I try this. It's boozy liquid. Unfortunately.
There's a little bit of tannic.
There's a little back tannic flavor, but there's not really much of a forward mouthfeel. It doesn't taste bad, but it also doesn't taste like anything particular at the same time.
It's slightly bourbon aged, boozy sugar water. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm quite disappointed. I mean, it's drinkable. You'll definitely this will go down really smooth because it doesn't taste like anything. But that's kind of the downside as well. It doesn't taste like anything. The mouthfeel is really thin. There's really nothing to hold on to. It's really hard to describe this beer because it's just bitter water, kind of.
So reading the description, Death of the Sun came the day the world went black. A beast of an imperial stout aged for over a year in the cosmic dark of St. George single malt barrels. Notes of layered malt, dark fruit, and chocolate tame its heat. A beer so good you will rejoice its perpetual darkness. I feel like you're boosting this beer too much.
Yeah, I would say the marketing department had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah.
But the reality department says that this is a 3.
Oh, the marketing department made this. Not the brewers.
The descriptors, anyway.
Yeah.
I would say the descriptive text on it. The marketing department did that part. But yeah, for me, this is a 3.
That is really low. But I'll go as high as 375.
You're much more generous than I. And the reason I give it so low is because there's nothing here. I mean, it's just a nothing beer. It's drinkable. It's not offensive, but it's also. Why would I want to drink a whole bottle of this? At what was it? The ABV? Do you remember? 12 point something percent. 12.9%.
That is 12 point something. To be fair,
it's almost 13%. And at that rate, I want something from the beer that gives me a reason to drink it, other than. I might as well because I'm bored and I'll just get really drunk off of this beer. For me, this is what this is. This is a beer that will get you drunk, but doesn't really offer anything else in the palate.
I get what you mean, and I do need to dig deep to find any flavor. But there is some. It's not really chocolate. It's some roasted malts, some bourbon. That's kind of it.
Yeah, 375, sure.
Yeah.
It's on you, bud. Hope you can live with yourself with that decision.
Easily.
Ugh. Disappointed in you.
So
you're better than that.
So the second beer is a collaboration between Rivington Brewing Company, Commonwealth Brewing Company, and Arpus. So it's 2 US breweries, right?
No. Which one?
Is Rivington...
they're UK.
UK, oh.
Yeah. And Arpus is... Where are they from?
Arpus is from Riga, Latvia.
Yeah.
Commonwealth is from Virginia Beach in the USA. Is Rivington really...
Rivington is
of course they're UK. So it's a banana and coconut imperial stout. Collab brewed, 10.5% ABV. And it's called Lamb-or-Genie? Lamb-or-Genie!
Lamb-or-Genie, yeah, there you go. That's cute.
You didn't know. Okay, so
I haven't seen the beer. So it's Lamb-or-Genie.
Yeah, Lamb-or-Genie.
Lamb-or-Genie.
Haven't seen the beer. You're the one who brought it.
Well, I don't look at the names always.
Oh, you're like, oh, look at the pretty colors.
Exactly. And this one was just like banana and coconut. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
What more could I ask for in a beer?
Having that said, it neither smells like banana nor coconut.
It smells like burnt coconut.
Sure.
Like if someone had taken a whole coconut and then just burned the hair on the outside of it. That's what it smells like. I get, it's...
That's not good.
Yeah, this beer smells horrible. I'll be honest with you.
Let's hope that the flavor convinces us. Cheers.
From the smell of this thing, I'm not having my hopes raised.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for two flavors in a beer that are extremely dominant, banana, which is almost impossible to hide, and coconut, which is present in like everything from like hard roasted coconut flavor to suntan lotion, this beer somehow manages to
miss both.
Not have neither. This is a real skill. I don't know how you do this.
This entire episode is just missing the core flavors.
Wow.
But this beer is better than the Drake's Amburana bourbon that we just had, because there is more core flavors to this one.
Yeah, I will say there is a spoiled, but like an overripe banana flavor in there. Like not spoiled, but overripe. Like when the bananas getting into that kind of mushy kind of. There is a bit of that in there. The mouthfeel is richer on this. It's got a little more viscosity to it. It's a little denser. It makes it a slightly more rewarding sip.
It's lower ABV but more viscous, which is it does it credit.
Helps a lot.
But we really picked two doozies of beers for this episode.
That's insane.
And they're not. They're not expired. No one can accuse us of that. They're when drinking these, they're semi-fresh off the shelves, and they're imperial stouts. But I can see on Stefan's face that he is disappointed in both of these beers.
I am. This is more of a the Lamb-or-Genie is a little more Muscovado brown sugar kind of sweetness to it.
But that's pretty nice.
It's not bad, but it just tastes like they've added sugar to the beer.
Yeah.
And it doesn't quite have anything else going for it. So I enjoy this beer slightly more than the Drake's.
Yeah.
I've got to give it a 3.25.
Yeah.
If you give it lower, it means I'd have to lower the first beer.
Exactly. I'm having difficulties giving this one a 4. So this one gets a strong 3.75 and the other one gets bumped down a little bit.
Yeah, to a 3.5?
Yeah, or something in between. 3.5 and 3.75.
Your weakness disgusts me. Commit.
0.1.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Both of these are a real... It's a real shame. Two really... Drake's usually excellent stuff. And then I love... Rivington...
Yes.
They're known for IPAs, and I think they do a really good job with those. Commonwealth Brewing I'm not as familiar with. And Arpus usually brings the fruit. They're a real fruit-forward brewery. Matter of fact,
but they've been doing good IPAs. I haven't had that many Arpus stouts, but I've had more than a couple.
Yeah. But this just feels like everyone just phoned it in and put something out on the shelf.
Oh, so sad. But they would have done a better job if they didn't put coconut or banana on the label. We would have both liked it more, I'm certain.
If they'd gone Russian Imperial or gone just like a regular stout, I think it would have been a better, more rewarding experience. Because, with such strong flavor profiles, you really expect a lot of banana or some banana and some coconut, and this just doesn't have any of those things.
I've had 12 Commonwealth beers.
All right, so we've
like 4.5, 4.25, 4.25, 4.25, 4.25, 4.25, and then a couple of 4s and one 3.6, which was a sour peanut butter.
Jesus. You got a 3.6 is kind of outstanding, actually.
I'm impressed that their sour peanut butter beer got a 3.6. Yeah, that's kind of brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with these.
So sad. They've been at Brewskival 1 or 2 years.
Okay. Well, that
2019 was the one I just found.
That also probably explains how this beer came about.
You mean that? Yeah, but if they were here in 2019, that doesn't necessarily mean that they would meet both Rivington and Arpus.
Oh, I would assume there was some UK brewing event that they were both at. Sure. I haven't seen Rivington attending too many continental European events, but then to be fair, I haven't really followed that.
They were also at Brewskival 2022, and on my photo of this beer is you! You are in the photo for this beer.
Oh, nice.
So I'm certain that you have tried Commonwealth.
Oh, I 100% have tried Commonwealth before. I just, on top of my head, I couldn't tell you which beers I've tried from them. All right, so...
Yeah, then this was a meh.
375 for you.
Meh.
This was very much a meh episode, which is a shame because I had really high hopes for both of these beers.
Yes.
It's always so disappointing when you meet your heroes.
Yeah. Never meet your heroes.
Exactly.
Never meet us.
Mostly because we're very standoffish.
No, we're very lovable. Okay, I am lovable. Stefan is standoffish.
Right. Well, you can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you find podcasts, you can find What's on Tap.
Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share with all your friends.
It makes Martin so happy when you subscribe, like, and comment.
Include us in small talk at the coffee machine at work. Like, wow, have you listened to the latest What's on Tap podcast episode? Like, no, I've just been in meetings. I haven't had time yet. That's the kind of discussion we want.
Exactly. Put the pressure on them so that people feel like they've really missed out on something.
Exactly.
So until next time,
keep drinking it, dum-dums.